Hi boys and girls, this is Miss Smith, your art teacher. Today we are learning about printmaking. Last week we learned about printmaking. I posted a video about thumbprint art. And today we're going to do a different type of printmaking. But first, let's talk about printmaking some more. The first art made by prehistoric man was a print. These handprints at the Sulawesi cave on an island in Indonesia are over 39,000 years old. That's very old, boys and girls. So the first art made by humankind was a print. The first art you ever made was a print. Newborn hand and footprints help identify babies in a hospital nursery. So printing is really important. There are two types of printmaking that we will learn about in elementary school. Last week we learned about stamping, where you colored your fingertip with a marker and you made thumbprint art. This is an example of a stamp as well, where you can paint your hand and make a stamp. And the example we're going to do today is we're going to do a rubbing, also called frottage. So today we're going to make a rubbing, but it's not going to be leaves. So these are two kinds of prints. And basically printmaking is pressing an object onto another object or another surface to create an image. The advantage of printmaking is that the same picture can be reproduced multiple times. Printmaking took mankind out of the Dark Ages. The Chinese invented the printing press in the 11th century. And Johann Gutenberg invented the modern printing press in the 14th century. And the way it works is, if you can see, these little letters are carved from wood, and they're put in a little tray, and they're put together, and the letters are put together to make words, and the words are put together to make sentences, and then they will press, they'll turn this crank and press, and they make pages for a book. Because before the invention of the printing press, only the rich people could read and own books. The books were written by hand. So the invention of the printing press allowed books to be mass-produced, which made books affordable, so regular people were able to buy books and learn how to read. Printing touches our lives every day. The clothes you wear, the curtains on your windows, the books you read, and much more. An artist named Andy Warhol loved printmaking, and he was famous for his Campbell soup prints and his portrait prints such as Muhammad Ali and Marilyn Monroe. So let's print now, boys and girls. So here's what we're going to do today. We are going to make a print monster. We're going to make a rubbing, and also a rubbing is also known as frottage, but to keep it simple, we're going to call it a rubbing because we're going to rub our crayon on the bottom of our shoe. So what you're going to need is to gather your supplies. You're going to need a shoe with an interesting texture on the sole. This is the sole of the shoe. You're going to need crayons, and you have at least one crayon, there's one, with no paper. One crayon needs to be peeled of the paper. You'll need a piece of paper and your imagination. Then, step 2, you're going to place your shoe under your paper. So under my hand, you can see where my hand is holding that shoe. And the sole of the bottom of the shoe is touching the paper. You need to hold your crayon sideways. I'm holding a really jumbo-sized crayon here, guys. I'm cheating a little bit, but a big crayon or a small crayon will work. But hold your crayon with all 5 of your fingers like this. Do not use the point of your crayon. You're going to rub the whole entire edge of your crayon against the bottom of your shoe. Okay, so you have the paper on top of the shoe. You're holding your crayon sideways, and you basically just rub the crayon across the paper, and the texture of the bottom of your shoe will appear on your paper. Rub the crayon over the paper. Your shoe is under the paper. Now you have a rubbing of the bottom of your shoe. The next thing you're going to do is add details. It's time to have fun. Stop and time to decorate. So add features to your shoe print and create a monster. You can add a lot of arms and legs. You can add a face, eyes, nose, mouth. You can add hair, glasses, horns, a tail. Your imagination should just go run wild and have fun creating your monster. After you draw your monster, I want you to look around your house and see how you can create an environment for your monster. So find other things that you can rub underneath your paper to create a texture print. So I'm rubbing see I'm holding my crayon sideways. I'm rubbing that crayon against that basket with this cool circly polka dot texture for my sky. And then continue with step 6. Look around your room or your house or outside even, maybe the sidewalk, and find a bumpy texture. So I use the texture of the brick wall for my grass or the ground. So you're going to make a background or an environment for your monster. And ta-da! There you go. You have a print monster. Remember to post your art to Seesaw, and remember to contact me if you have any questions. I always post my link to Padlet and Class Dojo, your team's channel, or Seesaw under the activities channel, boys and girls. So there's multiple ways to contact me and multiple ways to find your art lessons. All right, have a good week. I'm looking forward to seeing your print monsters. Have a good one. Bye-bye.